I learnt so much while filming this series. I have to say, I think ultimately I was reminded to keep my mind open. I went into making this series a bit of a skeptic, and I think like most of us would be when it comes to mythological creatures. But I was so convinced by some of the stories and some of the eyewitness accounts that I heard that I ended up leaving some of those countries as a believer. Yeah, I'm a believer. There was one location throughout the expedition which really stuck with me, and that was a little town called Tuba. In fact, it wasn't even a town, it was just a few houses built on stilts. A section of the river there, a bend, where 3 or 4 kids actually lost their lives. And it was a sad place to be. There was this kind of deep underlying sadness and still underlying fear about what did take those kids' lives. I'm a parent, and to hear stories of parents who have lost kids really touched my soul. It cut me to pieces, to be honest. It makes me feel teary just even thinking about it. And, you know, if you're a parent who's lost someone, lost your kid, you deserve answers to know what happened and what took that kid away. And by doing this series, you know, it was something we could help them with. And that was a real privilege. This is an opportunity to really try and contribute something to creating peace and making peace to the hearts of some of the villagers. I've got 2 standout moments from season 1 of Expedition Mungo, and one of them was when we're in Namibia and Ulf, the vet, darted a lioness so that we could change her collar. I had the world's biggest and greatest predator asleep with her head on my lap. And I remember that at one point her head kind of rolled a bit, and I thought, oh, I'll make her a bit more comfortable. So I got her massive head and kind of moved her head forward, and it kind of opened up her airwave, and she went like that. All my years, my 20 years of traveling the world and filming extraordinary things, I honestly think it was one of the most incredible experiences I've ever had. The second moment was also in Namibia, where we actually got the result. We worked out that the dog-headed pig monster was a brown hyena. Result! Some of the stories we heard about the creatures are definitely mistaken identity. My job was to try and work out what was fact and what was fiction. If it's not a mythological creature, then what could it have been? I think the fact that we don't really know what species are still roaming around on this planet is awesome. There are still so many more to discover.